welcome back to Keeping It Real 51. My name is Michelle. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. And today I am going to do a perfume haul, collection type of video. I have currently about 100 perfumes. I'm going to split this up into two parts because I also have equal amount of like Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret type sprays. So today I'm just going to be covering all of, we could see it, all of that, which is about 100. And yeah. If you're interested in perfumes and fragrances, I hope you'll stay tuned. I did Google, and apparently like 4% of the population is allergic to fragrance. So I thought that was interesting. So without no rhyme or reason, I am going to start with the perfumes that sit usually on my dresser. And yeah, I'm just gonna walk down memory lane, guys. The first item is probably close to my oldest, and it's CK1. I remember when this came out in the early 90s, and it was one of the first unisex perfumes that really took everyone by storm because it was inventive and, you know, kind of new, you know, type of deal. Now, like, there are so many unisex perfumes, but this is the OG, guys, and it's a big old bottle, bigger than my hand. It is 6.7 ounces. CK1, such a classic unisex fragrance. All right, let's just do it the vintage first. Who remembers this one? Tribe. I believe this one came out in the 80s, possibly early 90s. Tribe Cologne Spray by Coty, New York. Coty makes a lot of fragrances. So this is Tribe, and it smells like early 90s, 80s. I will put, you know what? I'm going to try to put, it's going to be a lot of editing, but I'm going to try to put the year that these perfumes launched somewhere around here. So this is Tribe. All right, let's see. Here we go. I think we all have this one in our collection. Obsession by Calvin Klein. Look at that. It's heavily amber, and I think it's supposed to be a little bit lighter. I don't keep them in the sunshine, but they do turn with age. So this is the big 3.4 ounce of Obsession by Calvin Klein. I think I have 2 or 3 different types of Calvin Klein fragrances. It was my favorite for many years. All right, this is another discontinued scent, Strawberry by The Body Shop. And I think I just did a short recently on this. It's very heavily strawberry, like a mature strawberry scent. And I actually got it and found it at Marshall's. Moving right along with Marshall's. I do love Marshall's fragrances. I have several of them. This is Praline and Pistachio. If you like the Bum Bum Cream by Sol Janeiro, this is a uncanny dupe. And it is a heavy-duty 3.4 ounce bottle. Retails for only $16.99 at Marshall's, guys. Good stain power. And right along with that is the strawberry icing. Oh my God, this smells like a dream, guys. Strawberry icing. This one came from TJ Maxx, again, $16.99. They have them at TJ Maxx and Marshall's currently. With TJ Maxx is Lush Apple perfume, and I think it's DKNY, also a 3.4 ounce, and this is a dupe for DKNY, and this also came from TJ Maxx, $16.99. All right, next was, I'm not even sure what this is, but I got this, I think it was like a gift of purchase, a gift with purchase. It says Rupon Love. I think it came from TikTok Shop. I'm not on TikTok, but when I get perfumes online, like on Poshmark or eBay, I get a lot of free gifts, and I believe that was one of them. It smells really good. All right, next is a discontinued scent by MAC. I used to have the turquoise one. I'm not seeing it right now, but this is when MAC was very heavily doing perfumes and colognes, and it smells like a vanilla dream. I've watched many videos on this MAC fragrance, and it's supposed to be a man magnet, if you know, do with what as you will, but that is how other people describe it. It's just a heavy vanilla fragrance, in my opinion. It smells really good, and it has a very long staying power. All right, next is Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter, and this is just their candy scent. That's on backwards. And this is like a heavily marshmallow scent candy scent by Sabrina Carpenter right there, called Sweet Tooth. I want to get the other ones. They have like one that comes in a red, and then one that comes in, I think, a chocolate bar. They all kind of mimic that chocolate bar. All right, next is a Zara. I am a big fan of Zara perfumes and clones because they last very long and they're all under $30. So this is Zara Golden Decade. Bought it on a trip to Texas because we don't have a Zara here in North Carolina. Actually, I think they might have opened one down in Charlotte. I'm not in Charlotte. This smells uncanny though. This smells so good. I like to carry this one in my purse. Very, very strong scent. If you are into strong scents. This is a new to me brand, and this was just a collab I did already on this channel for these perfumes. I think they let me choose 3 of them. This was the one that is a dupe for Bacla Rouge, which is the most popular perfume right now, not just in the country, but like the world, or so they say. And it's called the clone, and it's called Rouge Veil number 13. Uncanny. But you know what else is uncanny to this? They have so many dupes for that Bacla Rouge. I think it's like a $400 perfume. But this one is very good. ALT, I think we all aware of and familiar with this dupe brand. They dupe all the brands and scents. And this is the dupe Crystal Intense. I have the regular and the Intense. And again, it's just that same Bacla Rouge dupe. ALT. Intense Crystal, and I have ALT Gables. I used to have them written on what they were a dupe for. I'll have to put it right here, what it is a dupe for. I feel like it's a Tom Ford dupe. Gosh, that smells good. I forgot how much I love these ALTs. A lot of people prefer Dossier, and I have some of those as well, but I prefer this. I prefer these ALTs. I don't know. Extract D Perfumes. They have a very long staying power. They're very reasonable. This is my latest collection. I just got this. One of my subscribers turned me on to the Embrace line of Vera Wang. I have some Vera Wang in my collection. This is the green tea and pear blossom, and it is a fresh dream. Perfect for the hot and heat of the summer because it's not overpowering. It's kind of just fresh and a clean scent. All right, here we go. Fruity Neroli. There it is, right there. And this is Dossier. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. I will have to put right here what it is a dupe for. It's escaping me, and I don't want to make this video an hour, but I will put right here what it is a dupe for. I've got a, you know, I've used it maybe a couple times. I'm gonna have to put that one like outside of my dresser so I remember to start using that one. And I have several. This one is Oriental Oak Moss, and that is a dupe for Chanel Mademoiselle. Uncanny dupe, guys. And I have that, here we go. Let me just grab it from here. So this right here, Oriental Oak Moss, is a dupe for a Coco Mademoiselle Chanel. Uncanny. Yeah, uncanny, my goodness. And I feel like they both have an equal staying power. And I watched a few perfume videos last week just to get myself hyped up. But yeah, this is just a classic. I feel like most of us have a form of that in our collection. All right, moving right along again with Zara Bohemian Oud. And this is a patchouli dupe. Oh my gosh, I love patchouli, but I like it in the wintertime. It's, I would say, overpowering for the summer because it's a very strong scent. And if you don't like patchouli, a lot of people don't, then of course you're not gonna like that scent. This one is my favorite, and it's just about gone. And this is ALT Duchess, and this is a dupe for De Marly. Insanely sweet, but a mature sweet, not like candy sweet. It is a mature sweet smell that probably doesn't make a load of sense, but it smells amazing, guys. If you like De Marly, of course you're gonna like that. Here we go, we're done with the first shelf. And then Floral Marshmallow is a dupe for a Kilian. Something about shy. Again, I'll put it up here. Love, don't be shy. Love, don't be shy. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. When I went into Sephora a couple months ago, I remember smelling the Kilian one that was like $359. And I remember going to my daughter, oh my gosh, someday, you know, this smells so good. And she actually had to remind me that I already have the dupe because I'm only one person wearing all these perfumes. But I am a perfume lover. I love anything that smells good. And I do like collecting the pretty bottles and whatnot. All right, down to the second row of this one shelf. Tiffany, this is my second bottle, 3.4 ounces. My husband got this for me for Christmas about 2 years ago. Tiffany & Co. Oh my gosh. Clean, fresh. I mean, clean. I'm thinking clean ocean. A clean ocean, guys. It smells so good. And look at that bottle. It is just to die for. So gorgeous. All right. And this is a new one that I was like, so-so. So I used to watch a perfume channel. What was her name? Chloe Yasmin. Don't think she does videos anymore, but I am guilty of buying, I would say, 3 different fragrances that she recommended. And I don't like any of them. This one is pretty. This has like a little faux pearl at the bottom, and I liked that aspect. I also liked the way it sprayed. Look at that. I'm going to spray it. Wait. There we go. It's very, very light musk. And if you like musk, which normally I do not, I'm not usually a fan of musk. For you 80s girls, think about Jovan musk from the 80s and early 90s. They actually still sell that for like $10 at Walmart. I would say this is a stronger of that scent. So it's like a white, clean musk smell. And a lot of people like fresh. I prefer either floral or sweet fragrances. But if you are a fan of light musk, then that one is for you. I didn't even tell you the name of it. Sorry about that. The name, I believe it was like N-O-A, Noah, without the H. It doesn't even say on it. Again, I'll put it right here. It's a beautiful bottle. And it smells good for an air freshener because it smells very clean and fresh. All right, I have 2 oils. I am including them here because I have a whole bunch of other oils as well. This is Cherry Silk, and this is a dupe for Tom Ford's Cherry Cologne perfume. It's like a unisex scent. And this also came from TJ Maxx for $16.99. And I like using this to layer. So I will put this on after some cherry body lotion, put it on my arms, rub it in. It shows it. It leaves a nice little glistening to your skin. It smells like a very strong unisex cherry scent. So if you are a fan more of cherry than strawberry, give this one a go. And this is just Sand and Fog, which I think took off a couple years ago on TikTok, and everybody's talking about this brand. I think they have it at Target now too, to be fair. But originally it was TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and they have strawberry, they have, again, musk, they have vanilla, they have a whole line of these. But this was the one that I was drawn to the most. And moving right along with that, I have this strawberry fragrance oil, $4.99. I was down in Wilmington a few months ago, and that is, I went into a little, I think it was called the Black Cat. Oh my gosh. This just brings back so much nostalgia for like incense in the 80s, when incense, not to say that people don't use incense now, but I remember all the girls, all my friends were burning incense. And this is how I remember that. Oh, it's so good. It's a very, very strong, rich strawberry scent. And the brand is Moonlight Rose. Moonlight Rose. And it was only $4.99. All right. All right. My favorite brand is Mugler, Terry Mugler. And I have, well, I have more than that. But these are my 3 favorite scents. This is Alien, which was my first. And I think this is about my 3rd or 4th bottle of it. You can buy the bottle, but you can also buy refills, or you could take the empty bottle to the makeup counter at Macy's and just pay for them to refill it. These are just the 1 ounce bottles of Alien. And it smells, I probably get the most compliments. I don't wear it all the time, and this is definitely a winter fragrance. But when I do wear it, I can always count on someone, male or female, saying, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? It smells so good. It just has a very distinctive smell. I also have the matching body cream of this. It's so good. I think I already have a video up on the body cream. And then the fruit version of it. And then also the goddess version of it. Phone keeps falling. And this is the goddess version of it. They all have the same DNA with different undertones of scents in them. They all smell different. Very Sexy by Victoria's Secret 3.4 bottle. And the reason why I got this is because I used to use this hairspray and hair care line that they no longer carry. They stopped carrying it, I think, in the early 2000s. And so I went and brought the perfume so that I could use it for my hair. That smell, about 10-15 years ago, this was like my signature scent. I wouldn't leave the house without spraying it. And this is my second bottle, but at that time I was also using the whole hair care line, and it was called So Sexy by Victoria's Secret. Here it is right here. You could still buy it on eBay if you have the funds to do that. All right, and let's see. We got another classic one here, Love's Baby Soft. Who remembers that? Love's Baby Soft. I think this was my introduction to all fragrances when I was about 8 or 9. This and Charlie by Revlon smells so good. And if you like a baby powder scent, baby powder, you know, this is the scent for you. Next, I have a Coach Floral. I think I got this one about 5 or 6 years ago, and when it came out, and I was just obsessed with the smell. I got a gift set and it came with like the lotion. It smells so good. It's definitely a spring vibe scent because it's heavy on the floral. All right, some more Marshalls. Marshalls, $16.99, and this is Rose Quartz. I have several in this line, but I think I pulled some because I was going to sell them because I wasn't reaching for them. So this is just Rose Quartz. It's not a must-have. It's really not a must-have, but this is actually another perfume that I was influenced to buy, like this, from the same gal. And so I have that one and several more. All right. This one is Gurlain. Oh my goodness. The House of Gurlain is just all that and more. It smells, it's right up there with Chanel, if not better than Chanel in my opinion. And this this is La Petite Robe Noire. I'm going to say this is probably my most rebought fragrance. And it does have some cherry. They're dusty, guys. I should have cleaned them beforehand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish you could smell through the screen, guys. Again, this is the La Petite Robe Noire. And when I first started watching YouTube, oh goodness, I'm going to say back in the 2000s, I remember watching a girl from France raving about this perfume, and I was influenced. I think it was one of the first times watching YouTube that I was like influenced to buy it, and that was like before influencers, before beauty gurus and all that jazz. But yes, I think this might be my 4th bottle of this. And a little bit goes a very long way. You do not need to retouch when you spray that on you. All right, jumping back to the ALT, this is another most complimented fragrance. This, I believe, as well, is a dupe for a Lancome fragrance. And this is something, when I wear this, women stop and ask me what I'm wearing. So yes, I will put it up there. What is the dupe for? But this is not Lancome, ALT, Bella Vita. And it smells extremely strong. A little goes a long way. Almost done with this tray. I have some Phlurs. I am a fan of Phlurs. I have several of them. I have Coconut Skin. I have Moonstone. And I have Vanilla Skin. And these, I don't think they last. I don't have any of the perfumes. But I just have these sprays, and I think they're $20 at Sephora and Ulta. They are really, really good, but you do have to spray liberally. They do last, I think, longer than Bath & Body Works or Victoria's Secret Mist. Stronger than that, and they are, I believe, clean as well, but they're just really nice. Nice minimalist packaging as well. Moving right back to Zara, and this is Bohemian Blue Bells. Bohemian Blue Bells. I forgot what it was a dupe for, guys, but it was also a winter fragrance or a festival fragrance. To me, it's smelling like a festival. It's smelling like a festival, and I haven't been to a festival in a very long time. In the best way possible, guys. Oh my gosh, Zara just makes some really, really good fragrances. I mean, the bottles are nice, the scents, the staying power, everything. All right. Next, I do have a video on Clinique Happy. Clinique Happy, oh my goodness, was the GOAT back in the day. If you know, you know. It is such a happy scent. And I still remember the first time I passed a woman wearing this, and I stopped her and I asked her, what are you wearing? And she told me, and that night I went and got it. It smells so good. Bath & Body Works did just recently come out with a dupe earlier this year, which I have, and it mimics this scent, but definitely not 100%. But this smells like 90s to me. This definitely smells like 97, 98 type of scent. if that makes sense, guys. If you are my age, you will know. Moving right along with Sunflowers by Elizabeth Arden. Again, this fragrance came out, I believe I was a teenager or young adult. It's just a blast from the past. I mean, to me, it just takes me right back to teenage years when I smell it. And I do like to wear this one in the summertime as well. This is an oldie but a goodie, Givenchy. Very irresistible, a very nice scent. It smells so good. I think I've had this one for about 7 years. When I originally bought it, I was so excited, and I was opening it above the sink, and the cap went right down the sink. Haven't seen it since. All right, this is a new fragrance as well. When I say new, I was watching last year, I believe, several influencers raving about going to the Jo Malone, was it trip or something, where they were giving out this new raspberry ripple scent. It smells so good. I definitely could not afford the big bottle of it. So I went online, and I think it was like $30 for this. I mean, you could see how tiny this is. It's not even the size of my pinky. But yeah, it hurt a little spending 30 bucks for this. So I use it sparingly, and I kind of use it as a bedtime fragrance. So it's just for me, and I could smell, you know, sweet in bed. It's called Raspberry Ripple, but it has an underline of raspberry, but also has a floral scent to it. I really like it. Someday I will splurge and I will get the big bottle of it. All right, so now we're gonna move on to this big tray behind me. So now I'm going to try to bulletproof through this. My two most expensive fragrances that I have is Atkinson's Oud Save the Queen. This is probably the most expensive perfume brand that I own because it wasn't a sale. I had to pay full price. I will have it the rest of my life. A little goes a long way. And I think I've had it for about 10 years, and I think it's maybe half gone. Look at the bottle, guys. It's not just the packaging and the vibes. Oh my gosh, I mean, it is. But it smells, it's heavy, heavy duty. It just smells like I would think if you've ever seen the show Gossip Girl, I feel like Blair would have been wearing this. It is, I mean, Oud Save the Queen. It smells heavenly. It just smells rich girl vibes. That is what is coming to my mind. It's beautiful. The packaging is all that and more. It sits, I mean, gift ready. I'm not even sure if they still make it, but it is, I just am happy looking at it. I'm just happy looking at it. And so I have this one. As well is Love in Idleness. And this one is a heavily violet fragrance. It's so good. It's so good. My husband gets allergies when I wear it, so I have to wear it when I'm not around him. But it is so amazing. It reminds me of Gurlain, which I have it. I have the fragrance I'm going to show you in a minute, which it reminds me of. It's just one of the strongest perfumes. I mean, Atkinson's as a whole makes just magnificent perfumes and colognes, and they last and last and last. And I swear, after I shower, I can still smell it on me. It's just crazy. Very, very good quality colognes and perfumes. I have this Chanel No. 5 3.4. I keep it in here because it was gifted to me, and it was limited edition in the red container. And so it is Chanel No. 5. We know that scent, and it smells so good. It's just a limited edition in the red container, which is why I have it. And yeah, so I keep it in here. Again, it's a fragrance that's kind of old-timey, so you have to be in the right mood to wear it. So I like this one for church personally. And so that also is in the box, so it doesn't turn. All right, here we go. The Atkinson's purple reminds me of this, and this is Gurlain Insolence. And here we go. I would say you don't need both, but I love this scent so much. And again, I don't wear it a whole lot because my husband gets allergies when I wear it. It's heavy violet, so if you like a heavy violet like the flower, you will absolutely adore it. I would love to someday have the whole collection of these in the frosty bottles. The House of Gurlain is just all that and more. I remember even my grandmother used to like that brand, and they go way back, guys. In fact, I will have to do a separate video for my vintage perfume collection. I have some of them here, but I have some heavily vintage, like 50s, 60s bottles that still have fragrance in them that I'm not using. Yeah, we'll have to just save that for another day though. All right, moving right along. Everybody should know what this one is. And this one I used to wear a lot, about maybe 7 years ago. They have, this was the original OG Carolina Herrera. Look at that. It's so beautiful. And then how it sprays on the back here. There, $10. But yeah, this is a nighttime fragrance. I remember I was vacationing. There we go. I was visiting a friend one time and I was wearing this, and her husband said it smells very bad, girl. So take that what you may, what a man's opinion is. But yeah, it smells like, I'm going to say date night. You could wear that. All right, next is another one that I cannot pronounce. It's an Arab perfume cologne. It's called Bint Haran. And this is something that I got a lot of perfumes and colognes off of Poshmark one time. This was one of them. It is a heavy duty 3.4 ounce. It lasts a very long time, and I can't even describe the scent. I will look up the notes, and if I could find them, I will put them up here. But look at that bottle. It's so beautiful, just so beautiful. All right, here we go. Here is the Chanel number 5. It is half full. And this is the Chanel number 5, Chanel number 1. And this is supposed to be a very light, when their skincare launched. I'm not sure when it launched. I'll put it right here. They came out with this along with like a little balm and like a light makeup skincare line. And I used their skincare up, and I still have this mist. And it's a very light Chanel number 5. So if Chanel number 5 is too mature and floral for you, that's when this number 1 would come in, because it's just a hint of Chanel number 5, which is why it's called Chanel number 1, I bet. Beautiful bottle. And I like to also use this one before bed. All right. How about this one? This is by Givenchy, a marriage, D. Givenchy, and I brought it at an estate sale for $12, and it was, I think, half full when I first got it. This reminds me of one of my husband's sisters. After I got married, she was really into perfumes and colognes, and I remember her wearing this, and she's no longer with us, and it reminds me of her, and that is probably why I bought it. All right, let's see. Next is Ariana Grande. I have several of those, and they are also dupes. This one is one that I don't like, which I think I want to get rid of. It smells like sand dust to me. I'm not even sure which one. They don't write on them what they are, but this is not the marshmallow cloud one, I don't think. This one doesn't smell very good. In fact, I don't want it. It smells like sandalwood, which a lot of people like that scent. I don't like that scent. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. Moving right along with Zara. Okay, here we go. Zara Peony Flower. And it smells like flowers, guys. When I went to Texas a couple years ago, oh my gosh, there was a Zara in the mall, and I was just giddy. And it's like I just grabbed like 4 or 5 different perfumes without, smelling them. Thankfully, I love all of them. Peony Flowers. This was a really good springtime fragrance. Now that we're in the dead of summer, I wish I would have taken this one out to use for the spring next year. All right, this is another discontinued Kim Kardashian called Wifey. I had all of these at one point, but I used up them all. I gifted some away, and this is the last one that I have. I'm keeping it because it is a collector's. It smells like vanilla to me, but I'll put the notes right here if I could find them. It's just called Wifey. Cute containers. All right, here is another Gurlain. There we go. There's the Gurlain, and this is their fresh green scent, and this is La Petite Robe Noire again, but the green one. And they all have like a different type of dress on them. And this is just a fresh green scent. Fresh green. Oh my gosh, but it smells so good. I need to use the rest of these up. That's almost gone. Comment below if you guys keep your perfume bottles, or do you just toss them or sell them, or what after you use them up, because I always feel guilty. They're glass. I always feel guilty tossing them. All right, this is Versace Bright Crystal Absolute, and this was something that I won on a live on Poshmark when they first started doing lives a couple years ago, and they were giving away freebies, like the 100th person or whatever. I won that in the mail. All right, let's see. Marc Jacobs, look at that one. This is my second bottle of this particular one. It's also discontinued. Marc Jacobs Decadence. It smells amazing, amazing. It smells adult sweet, I would say, and it's supposed to look like a little perfume bottle, but if you hold it like that, it could fall out, so I wouldn't recommend that. Just beautiful, though. I've seen a lot of them online secondhand, and they've turned that dark amber color like the Obsession perfume that I showed you, so I definitely, you know, always keep this one in the dark. I don't want it turning on me because you could no longer buy it. This is definitely going to have to be 2 videos, guys. I have a whole bunch of little oils here. I'm going to have to do a whole video on that. So let me just hurry up with the perfumes. This is, again, part of this. So it's just another refill of this one, which we already did, so I won't bore you with that. All right, this is another one. This is Perry Ellis 360 Degrees. To me, it always, in the bottle, smells like, I don't want to say what it smells like. I don't usually care for that scent as it is, but I remember my best friend when I was like 19, she kept a big bottle of this in her car, and it worked so delicious with her body chemistry. She always smelled so good, and it reminds me, we moved away, haven't seen each other, and it's been years and years. I should probably try to find her on Facebook. But yeah, I had bought this. I didn't even use any of it. I bought this about 3 years ago specifically because I was having that memory and that nostalgia of how much fun I used to have with, you know, old besties. And I brought this miniature one, I think at the Burlington Coat Factory. It was $9.99 by Perry Ellis. Ariana Grande. This is the one that smells like marshmallows. It smells really, really fresh and sweet at the same time. I think it might be the cloud one. I'm not 100% sure, but I will put it up there. It smells really good. It does not smell, I'm trying to see where the other bottle is. Oh. So it's very similar to this one, but this is the frosted bottle. So I'm going to say that they're both 2 different scents, I hope, because this one does not smell good at all. This one smells like a dream. All right, this is another fragrance brand that I like called Demeter. This is Earl Green Tea. Goodness, about 6 or 7 years ago, my teen daughters were starting to get into perfumes and colognes. I remember going to the website and placing a huge order. They had like kitten fur. This is Earl Grey tea. You know, if you know, you know. It smells like tea. They had interesting, like they had junior mint smell, coffee bean smell, Hershey bar smell, like some different types of scents. And this is the one that I got for myself, Earl Grey tea, because that is my favorite tea. All right, next is, let's see what brand this is. Something cashmere, guys. And this one is kind of an older fragrance, Donna Karan. A lot of people love the cologne, not cologne, the deodorant of this. I've never tried the deodorant, but this is just a kind of like a fluffy, soft scent. So what I usually use this one for, and it doesn't affect my kids or my husband's allergies. I like it, but I don't love it. But when I can't decide what perfume or cologne to wear, this is the one I usually reach for, and I just use it. All right, next is, I did the Earl Grey. Here we go. Here's the original Crystal number 23, which is a dupe for Bacla Rouge. And this is just the large one. This is the dupe for Bacla Rouge, and this is the intense version. They both smell like a dream. Moving right along with Victoria's Secret, and this is one of my husband's favorite scents, and this is Very Sexy Orchid. And ironically, it doesn't bother him, but it is a very strong fragrance. A little goes a long way. If I were to spray it here in the room, it would still smell like this tomorrow. Really, really good fragrances. They used to retail, these bottles, 3.4, used to retail for $35. I think they're $76 now, which is pretty crazy. All right, next is another Marc Jacobs scent, and this is the Honey by Marc Jacobs. I am so upset that I no longer have the Ladybug one. I forgot what it was called, dot something. But yeah, they discontinued these bottles. All right, and here's another bottle of that Alien, which I'm like, wait a minute, do I already have that? Yeah, I already put that. Oh, here we go. I think this lighter one was just I think it's intense and light because it's the same. This is a little bit bigger, but they smell Yeah, they smell the same except for this is a lighter version than this. I really, really like the Thierry Mugler perfumes. So good, so good. All right, next is another discontinued scent by Charlotte Tilbury. My kids don't like this scent. I don't like this scent. My husband doesn't like this scent, but it looks like a little spaceship. I never really liked any of Charlotte Tilbury's unisex fragrances. I do have the little trial ones of like all the ones that came out that had like interesting names. I think last year or the year before. I had all those, but I'm saving it because it's a collector's and someday I could probably flip it. That's all. Yeah, just, it smells interesting. It just smells interesting. A lot of people like it, so. All right, next is a dupe as well, and this is Rose Double Diamond, and it is just a dupe for another rose fragrance that is, I can't think of right now, and I believe this was like $5 on Amazon, and it smells really good, guys. A mature rose scent. I just did a rose get ready with me scented perfume body mist a couple weeks ago, and I forgot I had this. I wish I would have included it in my Smells Good All Day Rose because this was a good one to use. Next, I got this one at, let's see, this is Ralph Lauren Romance, and look at how the cap is. It's so cool, the cap, so you don't lose it. And it is a nighttime fragrance, and again, it's called Ralph Lauren Romance. I think it's the intense one. Smells really good. It lasts a very long time, but it's a nighttime fragrance. Another Zara one called Hibiscus Flowers. These Zara ones are really, really good. I need to take them out and just use them. But again, it's reminding me of spring, and spring has passed already. All right, next I have Toca Cleopatra hair fragrance. So this is Toca, and it's called Cleopatra hair fragrance. So good. All right, so this was probably my first perfume cologne that I got. I think I was maybe 10 or 11, and this is by Almay. They obviously do not make it anymore. I used it, and when I became an adult, I looked for it on eBay, and I spent full price on this vintage bottle, and this was the color of it, Almay Makeup Cosmetics, but the sprayer is broken, and I'm so sad because I'm not able to use it. I could smell it, and I would love to use it. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. But I took this off, ran it under hot water. I mean, this is from the 80s, so I don't know if there's any saving it, but it's bothering me that it's there, and I can't use it. So I have, let's see, this is called Orbella Blooming Fire, Orbella Window to Soul, and Orbella Salted Muse. And these are oil perfumes that I like, but you've got to be really careful because you've got to put them on your skin somewhere. They're going to leave a glistening, and they're in a true oil, so you don't want to be spraying oil all over your clothing. A lot of people put their perfumes and colognes because they might break out, or if they have rosacea or something, they don't want to put it on their skin, and so they spray their clothes. But don't make that mistake. So these are, you're supposed to shake them. Look at that. And then they turn like almost like a lotion. So they look clear until you shake them, and then they turn like a lotion. I'm going to show you. I'm trying to remember her name because I forgot. I think it is, I don't remember. I'm going to put it right here. I want to say Justin Bieber's wife, but I'm not even sure because she's the one that has Rhode. I don't think it's her. Gosh, I forgot how good it smells, especially this one. This one is my absolute favorite. I'm going to leave that one out too. And it's just called Blooming Fire. Gosh, it smells so good, but it leaves a really nice oil sheen. Oh my God, I'm going to put this in my purse. It smells so good. But anyways, they're all from the same person. All right, so I have a whole bunch of perfume oils. I'm going to do a separate video on them. I'm going to show you what they look like. They're oils, and they are dupes too for perfumes. But I got those from a lady on eBay. I'm going to pull out the few perfumes here that I have. And these are the only Phlur perfumes. I showed you the mist that I had, but these are the miniature perfumes. And this one is called Missing Person. It was her very first fragrance. I remember watching an interview. She is, what's her name? I'll put it right here. Influencer, one of the very first influencers. And she created this fragrance because it was the smell of her sheets when her husband left for work. She said it's just like a clean skin scent called Missing Person, hence missing her loved one. Smells like clean skin. So it was spot on. She did an awesome job. Awesome job. The next one is a unisex fragrance. I think all of these could be unisex, by the Phlur line. And this is called Tangerine Boy. Such a cute name. And it's very heavily orange scent, but in a unisex sort of way. So I think it would smell differently on a man or a woman. It smells really good either way. And then the last one is Solar Power. Solar Power. Oh my goodness. And this one I'm not too much of a fan on. I'm going to use them because they last on your body, but I think I just prefer something sweeter. And I think a lot of people would like Solar Power, but I think I would use it as a layering with a sweet scent. Okay. All right, so I decided to add in a little bit here of my miniatures because there's really not too many. This I got on eBay. I forgot what brand these were. These are tiny, and I've only used them once or twice. And I bought them after watching, oh my goodness, what is her name? Something Millen. Oh, I'll have to put it up there. What was her name? But anyways, she was gifted full size of these. I think she did a collab or something. And she was talking about how they just smell just very classy and just not overpowering. And I usually like certain fragrances that she talks about, and so that's why I brought this little miniature set. But it was very expensive. A little bit goes a long way. These are just dabbers. And yeah, so that's what these are. Very, very pretty on display. I should be displaying them. And I think I already showed you this Versace Bright Crystal that I got. I won. Here we go. Terry Mugler. This is, I forgot the name of this green one, but it smells Ura. Ura. I love the YouTube, the commercial basically. It's on YouTube. She's like running through a forest, and a lot of people say this smells like a dirty forest. I really like it. I'm the only one in my family that likes it. So again, this is a fragrance that I wear, you know, when no one's around. I really like it. And I also have the matching body lotion. This fragrance has a really good story too. There was a girl in high school way back when in the 80s. And I remember she was always bullied. She was always getting bullied. And I was in the friend group that was bullying her. And years later, I ended up working at a restaurant where she was working. And she didn't remember who I was, but I remembered her. We became really very good friends. And I remember telling her after like a year, you know, I remember we went to school together, this and that, and we both went to Victoria's Secret, and we both bought one of these. It's called Rapture, and it's a scent that one of my daughters says when she smells, she thinks about when she was a little girl, because this scent was the scent that I used to wear right when I started having children back in the late 90s. It's called Rapture, and I don't think they make it anymore, but it smells really good. I really like this smell. But yeah, that's a little story behind it. Isn't it amazing how we have stories regarding perfumes? So this is Versace again. I'm trying to see Bright Crystal. Is it the same one? I guess not. So this is the regular Bright Crystal, and this is the intense version. Almost done. This is a Tory Burch fragrance that I thought I was going to love because I smelled it on the makeup counter. And then I brought the little tiny one, and I think it smells awful. This was my wedding fragrance. And I got married 30 years ago, guys, and I still have it. I wore it once on my wedding day, and I named my firstborn daughter after this fragrance, and it is Chloe. Chloe. It smells so good. I like this. I think about my wedding whenever I smell it, and I want to keep it forever, which is why I don't use it. I just smell it. This is the miniature of the Tiffany & Co., the big bottle that I showed you, the miniature. So I like to take this one on cruises and just, you know, for travel purposes. This one, I have mixed feelings. I have several of these little vintage, and this is the Tom Ford Black Orchid. It's a heavy, heavy nighttime fragrance, and I've had people say that it smells like the night, if you know what I mean. It smells like night people. It's very strong, very strong. So I'm going to say it's a really good date fragrance, maybe. What else? I have the cap to this Victoria's Secret Rapture. Put that back on you. There we go. Do I have anything else in here? Oh, here we go. I have a mini of the Donna Karan Cashmere fragrance with the little cover. it's not spilling out. It has a topper in it. This is great for travel. I don't think I've opened this one yet because I am working through this one. Do I have anything else in there? And I think that's it, guys. Nothing in there. Old watches. That's it, guys. I went through all of them. Thank you so much if you're still here. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.